Today, I do not want my words to be bullets. My language will not be another weapon in warfare. My metaphors, angry as they may be, will not fly like grenades or explode like bright-colored cluster bombs. I, unlike my government, do not own or harbor weapons of mass destruction. I have no quest for the conquest of oil. Truth be told, I would rather be writing a poem about my grandmother planting seeds. I would rather be describing the red-winged flower of my lover's embrace. I would rather be nostalgically searching for the missing syllables of my father in a haiku. Honestly, this bruised face of a poem did not want to be born into the 21st century. Not like this, not again. This is an old poem resurfacing like repressed memories, recalling this country's land soaked and drenched in Indian blood. This is such an old poem pointing to the thick scars of African bodies hanging and swaying on the branches of American trees. This is Langston Hughes' poem declaring America was never America to me. This is a poem that has witnessed Chinese exclusion, Japanese internment, Operation Wetback. This is an old poem that has not forgotten the seemingly forgotten names of Vietnam, Nicaragua, Grenada, the Philippines, Panama, El Salvador, Chile, Afghanistan. This is an old poem that has witnessed bullets entering bodies of 13-year-old boys throwing stones at military tanks in occupied territories. This is a poem recording the history of bulldozers crumbling homes and crushing skulls in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, recording the history of unlawful incarceration, secret deportation, the building of a Hooked on Fear TV nation. This is an old poem that has seen first world bullies threaten to ambush with ammunition, bombshells, fighter jets, rhetorics of terror to terrorize. You see, this is such an old poem, it's almost a cliche, and I would rather be sitting at the mouth of an ocean talking to the ghost of Stormy, meditating on the verses of Gandhi, but I am vomiting this splintered song of a poem trapped like a tangled scream in my throat, split open and raw in the chest. This is an imperative response to a plague. Violence, violence, violence will not silence this poem, surfacing like a prayer, surfacing like corpses in rivers and deserts, surfacing like wooden crosses, unmarked symbols for the dead. This is a poem standing in protest among arrogant stallions riding into another century, waving loaded guns, tomahawk missiles in the air. We have been here before. This is an old poem, a poem in mourning, in weeping over blood-stained flags, body bags for the few, mass graves for the many. The ghosts of the unnamed are gathering like a sandstorm in this poem. This is a poem in protest, in non-cooperation with the profiteers of war, in protest of pandemic propaganda, in protest of pipelines over people, in protest of patriotism that ignores the growing piles of bodies, men, women, and children whose names have not yet been pronounced. The post-traumatic war syndromes will not be televised. This is a poem in protest against pep rallies for battle, in protest of clapping hands, cheering voices on the sidelines. War is not a football game. This is not a cowboy movie. Iraq is not a video game.